Hello darlings, you join me on Tuesday afternoon in the car that I'm putting the wrong key into. In Janet Jackson, yay! The Rover 25 L Series turbo diesel, which has just started really well, bless it. And this is part of, hold on, let's get going. I'm running up teensy weensy bit late. So this is today's daily diary, or part of it, because today's daily diary is going to be a bit weird, darlings, if it all works out as planned. Sorry, I'm not used to this car, am I? Oh dear. Right, so I'm driving, well, let me bring you up to speed on Tuesday. What happened? We got up at about 10:30. We decided we weren't going to do much today. We were all a bit knackered. Very late night last night. It was long after 3 o'clock by the time we went to bed. Had an amazing supper. The noodles were superb. My Nepali fusion chow mein, bit of a triumph if I do say so myself. Well, actually they said it, so I'm not just saying it myself. So yeah, I edited my yesterday's daily diary, got that up. We had a kind of lunch. We just had a mountain of sausage and bacon sandwiches, which were very nice indeed. And then, we just had a chilled afternoon. Started cleaning up this very car. Looks a lot more respectable on the outside now. There's a lot more to do, but we made a jolly good start. And I brought a damp microfiber so that I can have a pat about inside tonight, this evening. So that's today so far. What's happening now? Well, I'm going to work as per normal. Neil and Sophie are coming to the restaurant for a meal. They're planning to arrive at about 7 o'clock, but they are coming in Dick-a-Dum-Dum, Sir Richard and Lady Morris, my Rover 45 V6, because Neil's never driven one. He asked if he could borrow it, and I said yes, of course. And what I've done, I've given him my camera. This is not, you're not on my normal camera, you're on my phone, not my phone that I use as a camera. So if the quality is not as good as normal, that's why. You're on an iPhone 11, not an iPhone 13. So I've given Neil and Sophie my phone, said, right, the camera mount is in the car. There's a camera mount in all of my cars. I said, you make the daily diary for me. Just tell me what you think about the car, or tell the viewers what you think about the car, or anything you want to do. So that is their job tonight. And if all has gone according to plan, you'll be seeing that very soon in this video.
Well, me and Neil are heading out for a nice meal at Boaty's restaurant. We're literally just heading out now, and we're now in the 45 V6, which is just here. Give me 2 seconds to figure it out. I'm on Boaty's phone to turn it around. So give me 2 seconds. Actually, I'll turn this way, isn't it easier? There we go. So we're there now. We're literally just heading out. I will be doing the video on the way, and yeah, exciting. Bye bye, Boaties. While Neil's filling up the fuel, I'll go through this Boaty's car V6 Rover. So yeah, it's decent actually. It's got a gear knob, a bit terry, but it'll do. We've got the old wooden look. I really love the old wooden look. I absolutely love it. It's like the one we have in our car. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. I like that. So we're just leaving the petrol station. We're now heading off to Boaty's restaurant. So what do you think about it, Bob?
I've never been a massive fan of automatics, but in this it does actually sort of work, because because it just keeps you relatively around the 2,500 RPM mark. Pull's good. It's the first time I've ever drove a 2 litre 45 V6. I'm quite impressed with it. I'm quite happy with the way it drives.
I agree.
It can also be refined. I can see what Boaty said about the gearbox can be. From a point A to point B car can be quite refined and quiet and comfy and all that. And then all of a sudden it can just go back straight away to being this calm, refined car again. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Continue on Holston Gate Road for 1.5 miles.
Unorthodox going up a hill like that, because you've either got too many revs or not the correct amount that you'd normally have, like with your 5-speed automatics normally.
Right.
So it's a bit either all of it or none of it. I'm still trying to work out how to best use it to
Yeah.
like
We're literally here and ready to go and eat.
Okay, Neil and Sophie are inside, just finishing off. Oh, dear me. Neil and Sophie are inside, just finishing off their starters. Sophie had the lamb momo. Neil had the chicken sekwa, and he's become a big fan of it. Right, look how much better this car is looking. Think how minging it was yesterday. That is, come on, that is a nice looking car, isn't it? Not perfect, not by a long chalk, but, and I've got a lot more cleaning to do on it. But for a quick effort, look at that. Bloody nice, isn't it? Okay, almost time to go home. Neil and Sophie have had their meal, starter, main, dessert, complimentary bits and pieces, and they've just headed off to the shop, and they're going to come back here and we're going to drive home together. But seriously, in this twilight, is that not a very, very handsome looking car? Oh, I think it is. I'm falling deeply in love with JJ. Samrat asked me to take a look at his tyre pressures. Now, I didn't spot this immediately when this is Samrat's new car, for those who didn't remember. He passed his test a couple of weeks ago, bought this car last week, his very first car. Oh, and yesterday he went on the motorway for the first time. Went on the M1 from Nottingham to Leicester. Scared the shit out of him, the same as it did with all of us when we first went on a motorway, probably. Not me, actually. I was such an arrogant little sod. Well, not so little, I was a big lump, wasn't I? First time I went on the motorway was the day after I passed my test. And the motorway in question would have been the M5 leading on to the M50, because I drove to Wales to visit my grandparents with my then fiancée, Donna. And we had to stop at the end of the M50 so that she could be sick, because I decided I was going to max out my Austin Ambassador. Anyway, I noticed after doing that little bit of filming on this car that it's got brand new Michelin cross climates all the way round on all corners. The jammy sod. Ah, probably my favourite tyre, and bloody cost a fortune. Right, I'm going to check the pressures for him. Okay, darling, it's time to go home, and just to the left where you can't see are Neil and Sophie in my Rover 45, which is looking rather good.
Well then guys, we've just literally finished at Boaty's restaurant. The food that the cookers, the chef should I say, have made tonight is absolutely beautiful. Everything was really, really nice. I had a, what was it? Prawn gel frozy. And Neil had a chicken madras, and then for pudding we had ice cream with a like kind of jelly syrupy pudding. It was really really nice. Absolutely, it was really amazing. So yeah, so guys, we're just literally on the way back to Boaty's, and I will turn the camera and you're coming with us on this journey back to Boaty's after a lovely night.
I didn't dare film the bit of driving we've just been doing. I didn't dare. That was fun though. Need to behave after this junction because once we get this side of the Matlock Road, then we're in deer country, and you can't take the risk of playing silly buggers on that road, because there's always a chance that a deer might literally jump out in front of you. It's happened to me twice in all the years I've lived here, and believe me, when it happens, it's scary, and if you're not able to stop, hitting a deer is going to write your card off, and it's probably not going to do the deer much good, so better to be safe than sorry. Okay, my lovelies. We are very nearly home. Just coming around the bend here, and maybe you, will see the lights of Chesterfield, and in the distance the lights of Sheffield. We of course will be heading just slightly further up the hill to the welcoming light of dear old Windy Bottom. It's been a lovely day. I've really enjoyed it. Lovely to have Neil and Sophie at the restaurant. Ram really spoiled them. It's lovely that Ram and the other guys, they're a massive part of this community too. They understand it. They have a strong community themselves, and of course to them I am family, and that means that my family are their family, and my community is their community, and I love that. I love that Ram has invited everybody who's been to the restaurant. He's also invited them to his home.
Right then guys, we are now at Boaty's, and we're now going to head and park up. We want to thank you for a lovely night with us on this lovely night drive, and we want to say to you all good night, keep safe, and if you don't follow, please follow Boaty, and yeah, and like and share. Good night.
Much love from me, and I will see you next time. But you, and indeed, it's another L series bosh. Gosh, this camera doesn't pick up bad light like my normal one does. Again, you're on the older iPhone, you're on the 11, not the 13. If you were on my normal camera, you'd see everything. Oh well, bye darlings. Catch you next time. Bye bye.